Welcome to the Resilient Reiner, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence. Hey there. Welcome back. So we're here in January, and I've got to tell you, I have felt kind of like trash for the last about 2 weeks. It was kind of, I got really sick and then I started to get better and then I got really sick with something else. And it's pretty miserable, honestly. And I say this because I swear this is going somewhere. Not to be complainy, because you just got to keep getting up. You still got to get up, feed the horses, do the chores, deliver for my clients. And I'm so grateful for that. And it can be challenging when you are kind of running on empty. So this episode is about, what do you do when you're running on empty? How can you refill your tank? And the other day, I was staring at my truck's fuel gauge, and you're just like, I'm sure it was lying to me. You know how in your truck, like, it shows full for forever, but then once it hits E, or like literally once it hits like a quarter tank, it's like you're in this race to the gas station. And then there's that little passive aggressive warning light that pops up, and it's like, hey, just so you know, you're about to turn a simple trailering trip into an episode of survival. Cool, right? Cool. And of course, don't even get me started on towing with the horse in the trailer. I've got another vet appointment this week, and there's no wiggle room for guessing. You don't want to be the person parked on the side of the highway with a snorting, impatient 1,200-pound passenger staring daggers at you through the window. So anyway, but then, because I'm pretty sure our phones listen to us, so then the great algorithm of the internet delivered an interesting little piece targeted right at me. So, your fuel gauge says E. How far can you still drive? Well, of course I clicked on it, right? Who wouldn't? And it turns out that most modern trucks, pretty much all vehicles really, they're hiding this little secret. They have a fuel reserve, like just a little secret reserve that kicks in when your gauge hits empty. I went, what? So you might still have 10 to 15% of your tank still waiting to be tapped into. Basically, it's your truck way of saying, calm down, cowboy. You don't have to be walking yet. So apparently, some vehicles can go another 50 to 99 miles past E. Like, what? I don't, know if those are just passenger cars versus trucks. I mean, honestly, not that I'd test it. Trailering is stressful enough without rolling the dice on your hidden reserves. And honestly, I'm that person that 99% of the time, I fill up once I hit halfway. But sometimes life happens. Sometimes it creeps down there. You're doing a lot of driving, whatever. And this really got me thinking about riders. So stay with me here. Let's circle back. How many times have you felt like your mental fuel gauge hit E? Like, you've got nothing left in the tank. No confidence, no focus, no patience. I mean, come on. I know that I am not the only one who hits a mental wall every once in a while, and I have been feeling it being sick lately. Or maybe it's halfway through a grueling show day and your horse decides that lead changes are optional, or after your 5th ride in a row where just nothing seems to click. You hit that wall and you just think, I'm done. I just have nothing left to give. And the thing is that, just like your truck, you have more in the tank than you think. That mental reserve exists. You just need to learn how to tap into it. So I want to share 5 ways that you can tap into your reserve tank when you think you've hit E. So, first way is review your wins. For real, when you are feeling like trash garbage, what went right in your last ride or your last show? Even tiny things like a smoother stop or a sharper turn, it's proof that you're moving forward. So review your wins. Number 2, laugh it off. Seriously, sometimes humor is the quickest way to refill your tank. How can you find humor in the frustration? Like how your horse always finds mud to roll in right after you bathe them, even on the driest day of the year. That's got to be universal. All right, so laugh it off. Borrow confidence from your past. This is a third way to tap into your reserve tank. So think back to a time when you crushed it, a run that felt amazing, or a moment when you overcame something tough. That version of you is still in there. Number 4, shift your focus. Instead of worrying about the worst case scenario, just ask yourself, what's the best thing that could happen? Your focus drives your energy, okay? And the 5th way is to visualize success. Just close your eyes and picture a perfect run or a flawless ride. This isn't woo-woo, it's proven science. Trust me on this one. Now, here's why I'm telling you this. I mean, obviously, it's beneficial. You're like, I feel like I've hit that E. What can I do to tap into my reserve tank? But every single rider has those days where you feel like you've hit rock bottom. You've got no energy, no confidence, no hope. Some days it just kind of sucks. But it's not true. It's not true that you have no energy. It's not true you have no confidence. It's not true that you have no hope. You've got more in you than you realize. You just need the tools to access it. And that's exactly what I help riders uncover in my coaching and inside Mental Gym for Equestrians, which is opening soon. Whether it's building confidence, mastering mental focus, or learning how to keep calm when things get hairy, I'll show you how to tap into your reserve tank so that you're never left stranded in the show pen or in life. And if this sounds like something you could use, just send me a message and I'll send you the details. You can message me at Nicole Burnett Mental Coach on Instagram and just send me a message and I'll send you the details. Because when it comes to riding and in life, running on fumes isn't your only option. So over here, running on mindset, on grit and good stories, not on fumes. Get out there, cowboy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the podcast. If you loved this episode, make sure you send it to a friend. And if you hated this episode, make sure you send it to an enemy. I am so grateful to you for being here. And again, if you're interested in some details on the Mental Gym or on coaching, shoot me a message at Nicole Burnett Mental Coach on Instagram, and I'll give you some details. All right, thank you so much, and I can't wait to talk soon.